Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're going to be talking pretty much anything and everything just regarding the last couple of days on FIFA and specifically today. And just want to say to you guys, thank you all you guys for all the support recently. I do appreciate it. The World Cup has been crazy. I know that on the other hand, FIFA has not been crazy. I was thinking like on Friday, if this game right now did not have the swaps program, it would be like so dead. Like it's just down bad right now. And I think a lot of that does stem from the World Cup, but I think at the end of the day, it also stems from EA just like not having a good game mode system. I think really like that's what it comes down to. I was thinking about like, why is FIFA so dead? Is it the content? Well, you could argue it's the content, but it's not though, really, because the other weekend we had all this content, right? So I really think it stems from game modes because when there isn't content, FIFA shouldn't just be dead, right? You should want to play the game. And I think the problem is whether you like the gameplay or not, the way the game modes are currently structured with like a limit in foot champs or not enough motivation to actually play foot champs because the rewards are bad. Rivals just being an absolute sweat fest that doesn't really reward you for your effort, right? Like if you think about the effort you put into rivals and then swaps, you're getting way more out of swaps, right? So just yeah, a couple things to I guess think about, and we'll see how it goes. But crazy couple matches of the World Cup for sure. Today I know there's going to be a mini release. I think there's going to be some other content too. We'll kind of talk through some stuff. We didn't even talk about the new promo cards on Friday. I see there's actually a Puyol SBC, which is interesting. Now unfortunately his prime is a 92, and unfortunately, yeah, only 75 pace per Puyol, which is just not really ideal. But some really, really good defending. I'm assuming he'll be really cheap. It's 84, 86, 83, so it is pretty cheap. And if you do want to get Puyol in your team, you do have an argument there. I think he's personally a bit too slow for the time of the year, but I think, there's been times where I have used Puyol and I really liked him. I think I used his icon moments, was it last year or the year before, but that card had 80 pace, so I don't know how this will hold up, but I think defensively he'll be incredible. I don't think EA dropped alone, but yeah, it's a nice card. I'll probably rinse some fodder into this card at some point. I don't know when, but yeah, at some point, because there's always times where I don't really have fodder to, put anywhere, and I go for an icon. I think RVP would be my next move, though. He's really good in game. I kind of messed up. I did Basti at the beginning. I didn't really like him, but Schweinsteiger is really growing on me. I've liked him a lot more recently. I think I've just kind of figured out how to use him a little bit more. We did have a showdown, which was ZH versus Torres. This expires, I believe, on Tuesday, because I think that's when the match is. Neither card for me was that crazy. I mean, yes, ZH has 5-star skills, but still is going to have that 2-star weak foot. Might be nice on the wing, but that's pretty much it, and you are going to need the upgrade. Obviously, there's no draw because it's going to be a knockout match, so whoever goes through gets the 2 points, the 2 upgrade points. Ferran Torres actually could be okay. 4-4, he could be okay. Again, probably going to want that +2, and I think both were about 70k. So yeah, if you want to craft either of these, those are cool. That's not really the main thing we're going to be here to talk about today. So yeah, let's get into it. I thought the objective card was okay. I think EA, I saw on Twitter, dropped more swap tokens. Now, guys, a lot of you have been asking me how many tokens am I at? What am I going for? I'm still going to do Vieira. I think is the best possible option. I'm up to 31 tokens, guys. So I have 31, which means that there was another online drop today. So I'm going to try my best to get Vieira by Tuesday or Wednesday is my goal, which is pretty good, man. I feel like I've done well. I did 3 tokens on the 8220 at the beginning to get some fodder for something. So I've really accumulated 34 tokens to this point. And then, yeah, there's more here. So I'm going to do these. That's 8. And I'm going to probably have to end up doing one of the play ones, right? Where, oh, actually, no, you know what? I've got 2 more online ones, so I'm only going to have to do all the online ones. So that's really nice, actually. I've got 10 right there. And yeah, I should be able to get Vieira, which is awesome, because I think a lot of you guys do want to review, so we will try him out. But yeah, nothing too crazy in objectives. And just so you guys know, all I see in my streams is that this is the sweatiest cup of all time. The promo cups they've been putting out, I think it's a really good idea because I do think it gives you something to do. I think EA need to make the packs just slightly better, right? Maybe it's like 85 plus, 84 plus times 2, right? Again, I think they need to not be so afraid to just make the packs better. I think, at this time too, where people are complaining that the game is kind of slow, it's just like, why not, right? Why not? So For me, guys, I bought some old special cards on Thursday. I know you guys have been enjoying a little bit of the market stuff on the channel again, as we're kind of mixing it into the content. And yeah, I sold some of them. Then yesterday, I tried something where basically I feel like on Saturdays a lot of times people panic sell cards going into that 1 p.m. content. There's never a lot of stuff on Saturday, and then they actually go up and get rare. So I bought some Rashfords yesterday at 2 at 990. And he went up to 1-1. I couldn't sell him, and then I sold him at like 105, so 103. So I ended up losing like 40K. I just want to tell you guys though that I tried something, and I tried to make some coins there, and it just didn't really work. But yeah, World Cup stories for me. We've got a couple new cards today. We will go over those. My favorite card is Giroud. I really do want to try him. I think he looks awesome. I'd love if EA could fix this menu glitch because it drives me crazy. I probably should be searching through concepts right now. But yeah, I really, really like this Giroud card. He got such a massive upgrade. His base card is so slow, and you can actually use this card. He's also playing phenomenal in real life. He's lengthy in game. He's got 94 strength and 97 heading accuracy. So he should be really, really good and fun to use. So 97 heading accuracy, 86 jumping, reactions at 91. I'm definitely going to try him out. He's got good traits as well. So he was one of the additions into the promo today. And then we also have Laporte. And Laporte should be a good center back unless they gave him no pace upgrade. I know that VVD, we're going to go into the squad here, guys, because the search is just a nightmare on the menus. But I know that VVD actually was extinct at 1 mil on Friday, and then he went all the way up to 1.5 price range. Then he went down to 1.3. Then he went extinct again yesterday at 1.5. Now he's 1.4, 1.3. It's crazy how much people are paying for this card. To be quite honest with you, I know that it is quite an upgrade on the gold, but yeah, this is a crazy price. Like, I just can't justify paying more than 1 million coins on a defender. I guess you could argue, though, at the same time, Lucio is really expensive too. So you do have that argument there. Lucio, though, I think is truly crazy because he doesn't really have that weakness of a bad pace split. And then Nagatomo for me isn't that crazy. But I do want to see this Laporte because I think Laporte is extinct. I can't find him on the market. Let's see what his Oh, that's a great card. See, like I'd much rather pay for this than go with VVD. I know how good VVD is, but this is quite a comparable option. I wonder what his price range is on Flippin'. They have it at 400K. Wow, these Prem center backs in price are really just built different. Now something really crazy on the market that's been happening that I wanted to kind of go over is like people gambling, right? So let's see where like Nkunku is, because obviously France won today. Nkunku is he extinct? He must be 2 mil is the price range. Yeah, so because France won today, Nkunku is now extinct at 2 mil. He's been 2 mil actually. And you know, France is getting closer to that 5-star. God, this card is gonna be so crazy. I wonder how much Griezmann has also gone up because of this too. Griezmann is extinct at 850. Oh my god, man, that is just crazy. I mean, and both of these cards continuing with upgrades, if they get 5-5 and if they end up getting any traits, are just going to be out of this world good. So that is very, very interesting to follow. Let's see where Bruno Guimaraes is at. I'm sure people are really, really going for the gamble on him. Because I also feel like France is going to win, and the more upgrades this guy gets, the better he's going to be. He's up to like 550. He's got listings at 600. So people are really, really, really going in on this. It's funny to see for sure. And then we got some crazy, crazy cards. Like we got World Cup Eto, who's got, he's very rare. He's also got a 5-star weak foot, guys. So this was a card that I really want to try because it's just a very unique card for Eto, right? You don't see that too often where Eto's got that 5-star weak foot. We've actually never seen it. He was 2-2 yesterday, 2-1 overnight. Kind of has been going up to 2-3. So it looks like 2 mil is about his price. If you're going to give like a real market value, that's where the demand looks like it is. But what's been really disappointing for me, I don't want to complain, is that anyone that's grinding out the World Cup icon player pick, I'm not sure if this is 100% true, but I've seen 2 World Cup icon player picks, and apparently it rotates with what team is in packs. So, nice, I've just dropped my controller. But yeah, basically what I'm kind of getting to here is like, if you did not complete your World Cup icon player pick last week, you're basically only going to see these players, which is a joke, right? Because last week, you know, you had Eusebio, Pele, R9, and obviously they were very rare, but I still think that's crazy, right? So maybe there's going to be a week where they're all in packs. I know that there is some missing right now, like people were saying Dalglish, but it's kind of a joke to me because this team is like, it's not even 10 times better. This team was 100 times better. Yes, you had more fodder at the bottom, but still, like, EA's got to kind of put all icons on that pick. And maybe I'm misinterpreting that, but from what I've seen in the community, I opened a pick on Friday, and I can't post it because I was an idiot and I was blasting speakers in my room playing Metro Boomin album, so it won't monetize the video. But he got Hernandez, he got Shevchenko, and I think he got Baggio. So yeah, I was like, okay, is it just limited to that? So that was a bit annoying if you're taking that from swaps. And if that's the case, I think you might want to transition to like doing Vieira, or maybe spending 35 across the 85 20s, and then or sorry, the 84 20s, and choosing like a 15 token player. That might be your better option. But yeah, most of the cards that got released I think are like cool for the price. I think icons in a way though are just like still harder to use this year. Yes, you get the chem, but it's hard to link other players. Like Baggio, for me, he's always had this problem with shot power. I think it's cool that he's got 5-star skills, but it's hard to use players with under 80 shot power. It really, really is like a noticeable thing in game that they're not as good. I think Shevchenko though is a really nice option for any of you guys watching that like. I think it's fun in FIFA to try out new players and like players that are affordable. And Shevchenko is only 80K, and he's got a 4-star card. So I may even try him out because his passing is not the best, and I think passing is very important in the final third. But for a pure scorer and finisher, I think he could be really good. He's got the pace as well. I'd probably give him like an engine because his shooting is already so good. So that's a really interesting card. I'd probably say the same thing about Hernandez. Hernandez is probably going to be a bit better just because he's got that burst of pace. So yeah, Hernandez is a really interesting one too. I think Hernandez is also 4-4. I think on some of Hernandez's cards he has 4-3. I remember I used to use Luis Hernandez back in the day on FIFA 17 when he had 3-star weak foot. So I think this is 4-4, which is definitely unique. He's got the good agility too. So he should be pretty good. The focus on him and Shevchenko though is you're gonna have to boost the passing because it will be very noticeable in game. And then obviously Roberto Carlos, so good, but it's a top price, right? He's 1,000,000 coins. This is actually like the dream card to end up hitting out of the if you do the pick or something, because yeah, who does not want an untradeable Roberto Carlos? I mean, that's just dope. So yeah, in terms of those cards, that's really where that's at. I ended up saying in my video last week, guys, that I just didn't think that the other team was gonna rise out of packs, and they really didn't. So I'm really happy that I didn't really go through with that. Like Bobby Moore maybe went up 10K, but that was about it. Like I didn't invest. Crespo went down 40K. Crespo was really inflated because people were using Messi's SBC card, and that they were like getting Crespo to link. So that's really what was kind of going on there. In terms of the World Cup Stories team, I do want to talk about some of these cards because I actually think that some of these cards are going to start to rise tomorrow. What we usually see as a trend, and I like putting some of the market advice later in the video because if you guys just get to this point, huge shout out to you. And yeah, like I think this stuff really helps make coins. So we saw yesterday, like for me, the most in-demand card in this team is VVD and Richarlison. Like Richarlison's got 5-star weak foot. He's in the Premier League. A lot of people use him. Yesterday in the morning, he went down a ton. Before content, he was 480. He's recovered back to 530. So that's showing you that 2 days in a row, Richarlison has gone down, expecting content, and rose after. So he definitely has demand. Richarlison is going to be a player. Maybe you don't invest out of packs, but definitely a player that you can trade with this week. And I think he's going to drop again into the overnight, and I think he's going to rise again tomorrow. He's a player that a lot of people want to try out, including myself. And yeah, he's got great links. A lot to like about this card. So for me, he's a really good pickup. I did try out Bale on my second channel. If you guys want to watch it, he's phenomenal. He's just very hard to link, but he's got the traits, the shooting, everything. He was really fun to use. But yeah, heading into this week, like budget-wise, there's probably 2 players that I really like. Maybe 3 actually. And the players that I would specifically say is Rabiot. I think that with Theo Hernandez, I think that with some of these players like Ribery, I think a lot of people can link this card, and we're seeing him trend a lot, right? He was 83K before content. He's up to 90K, so he's really stable. I wouldn't be surprised if this card started to rise heading into this week. Now, I also checked out Foot Scoreboard before I filmed this video, and I couldn't find any leaks about new packs, so I don't think we're going to have any of that crazy Monday content. And even that, like beyond that point, recently we haven't had these crazy like icon packs or hero packs until at least Tuesday or Wednesday. It looks like the schedule kind of got pushed back a little bit because we just haven't had them on Mondays, which to start off this FIFA. Monday was like the day. So yeah, we haven't seen that recently. So yeah, if you want 3 players to kind of trade with, I think Asensio is really nice too. I mean, if you think about Militao, Rudiger, Mendy, Courtois, like all these Real Madrid players, Vinny, people using their teams with chemistry, I'm sure Asensio is also trending really, really nicely, right? Was like 209, is now 214, right? Was 200 at some point last night. It just has a nice card, 4-star, 4-star. Good agility, good shot power, like good passing, really well rounded. I don't know if he's going to be like phenomenal in any position, but I think he'll be really good in like 4 positions. So I think this is a card also a lot of people want to try. So I think for me, like Richarlison, Asensio, and who are we talking about? Rabiot are really nice. Now, Davies and Sane also could do well because I think people would use them in tandem, and I think that people could get to try like 2 promo cards together if that makes sense. So watch out for that as well. I think that's also a really interesting one. And then in terms of like rising out of packs, you know, later in the week, players that I think should be really nice to rise out of packs, I think you could just go safe with Rabiot. And I think also we will probably see Asensio and potentially the Milan center back going up out of packs. He's really affordable, but he's got a nice card, right? And you can see that he's actually going up. He went from 14 to 18K. So low budget is great. And anyone watching this video, you know, I'm a bit lazy, so I don't do a ton of trading. I'm getting back into it. But anyone watching this video that wants free coins, all right? Every Friday night and every Saturday night, the market goes too low, and we see gold metas going up Saturday morning and Sunday morning. Now, this would be about midday in Europe, early morning, you know, 8, 9 a.m. Eastern time, North America. This trend is OP, and basically what you would be looking at is like gold Theo Hernandez, right? Obviously meta card, like gold Mendy. Just giving you guys some examples of some players. You know, the players that you guys see in Foot Champs, gold Dembele. These players are lower budget now because of how much supply they've had. They go low every time at night, and what happens is that there's not a lot of people on. So when he's like 24K on Footbin, you can get Theo Hernandez at like 23, 22 if you're patient. You can just sit there and snipe. You can work the bids. And basically, the volume of players is playing obviously at peak time, like we've said, in the mornings. And so what you can do is when they're up to 27, 28, you can just list 1K higher. You're looking at like 20% profit on each card. So that's a really nice move to make, and you can do it on any budget. I'm just a bit lazy, but guys, I'm telling you, this is a way you guys can make coins pretty much all the time. I mean, Friday, Saturdays are the large days because those are the days that people are really playing Foot Champs. And also, just heading forward, I think after swaps is done, we are going to have winter wildcards or Footmas swaps for sure. We had it last year. I'll do a video on it soon. But that swaps is going to be a lot more SBC based. I don't think it's going to be as heavy with the objectives. And I think this World Cup swaps has just caused a lot of people to get off the rivals, the Foot Champs grind, and grind out these picks or these packs or Vieira, Cafu. So I think when we see that come to an end, there is going to be a lot more demand again on the market. I think there's been way less demand with the World Cup and the swaps distraction. But yeah, Mbappe as well in real life. Oh my God, what a player. He's also the best gold card in the game. He's still a mil. He's been this price for like how long now? Yeah, like almost a month. So very, very stable to get like a really meta player in your team. Obviously the most meta. And yeah, I mean, really that's it. I mean, the other outside shout that we could start talking about a little bit is potentially fodder, but I don't think there's too much to talk about there. We don't really have any leaks. There's not really a code for anything. And 86s are really, really stable. The only thing I could really see this week is EA maybe like recycling one of those icon or hero packs and or potentially dropping like another team of the week upgrade. I could see them doing that as well. The one huge disappointment I've had with this promo, I will say, right? I've seen a lot of people really, really complaining about this promo and just every day. And for me, that's not it, right? I get it. Like, I understand it's annoying. The one disappointment for me of this promo has been the fact that we have not been getting man of the match cards. And I don't want to hear about EA don't have the license. There is road to FIFA World Cup Qatar all over this foot, all over this head-to-head. There's a World Cup mode. They have the license, and I don't understand why we haven't been getting these cards. It's really annoying. Now, obviously, the last World Cup was in the summertime, but these cards were incredible. There was like 4, 5, 6 match days during the last World Cup. I forget how many. There's always probably the same amount. It's probably 6, and then, you know, the final. we were mainly getting them for the group stages, and basically we would get a team of 20 to 23 players that were the best players. I don't know why EA haven't done this, because you take a look at so many players that have been playing well, in this World Cup, and it would have been really nice to have man of the match cards for all these players. I don't get why they haven't done it. It's been really disappointing. This was something I was really looking forward to, and also it gives you more new cards and packs to trade with. And it was just a disappointment. I just wanted to point it out because this was something awesome where we got these, even when France ended up winning, when France won, EA actually put out a whole other upgraded France team at the end, right? So all these players got another card when they won with another upgrade. I don't know why we haven't had something like this. I mean, it's not too late. EA could still do that at the end of the World Cup, but I don't see them doing it, and I think that this has been a huge disappointment. So yeah, I was a bit ashamed, not ashamed, but a bit disappointed with EA for sure that we didn't really end up getting this. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for the video today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Obviously, not too much content, but we keep the content rolling on the channel as always, guys. Also, last thing, moments update. Anyone who watches me, I want to remind you guys, right? I am saving my moments, and I'm saving my moments for when the season ends. And you're asking why I'm doing this. I just want to kind of keep talking about it because I don't want any of you guys to miss out that want to do it. Moments are really easy. You guys know I don't like squad battles. I don't like offline modes. I can't do it. It sucks. But moments are really, really easy. And basically, in the moments store, they have like a star gallery. So basically, you can unlock rewards at the end of... Well, you could do it whenever. So basically, these are going to refresh in 17 days. And the first set, compared to this set, the best thing in the first set was like an 81 to 83 player pick. They've dropped like a team of the week player pick. They've dropped an 85 plus player pick. They have an untradeable 81-11 pack. I am assuming that these are going to upgrade again in 17 days and be insane. So I'm assuming with winter wildcards or team of the year, you guys might want to start, grinding out 5 to 10 to 15 moments a day and stacking them. I think it's going to be really worth it. It could be a cool scenario where you could like target 150 or 200 moments across the next like 20 days and just see if you can get to that. And if you can, you might have a really fun day on FIFA with being able to take, like, right now, for example, I could take, if I had 150, I could take a team of the week player pick and an 85 plus player pick. I don't think these are the best rewards. That's why I want to keep saving. But yeah, I think it's a really cool system here to kind of look forward to. I think obviously EA is going to keep incentivizing people to do this. So they're going to have to keep making the rewards better as the game cycle goes. So thanks for watching today, guys. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.